Jose Migoya.
What's that? It's Morgan, party 3. We'll be right outside the Sahara afterwards. Oh, sorry guys, I gotta call you back. Sorry guys, I was making transportation to Hippo. We'll get to that later. Right now, we got our featured bout of the evening in our preliminary card before we go live on UFC Fight Pass. This is Jose Migoya, undefeated, 2-0 early in his career, but came all the way from Pompano Beach, Florida for this opportunity. Not a lot of people around these parts wanted to step into the main event here. We'll talk about Sal Everett in just a minute, but Jose Migoya answered the call, much like they did at the Peppermint Hippo, and said, I will take this opportunity. Let's go.
They said, John Martin calling? Yes, I got you. 3 with Ryder and Brian Sal, but yes, Jose Migoya, all the way from Florida. He's undefeated, and as you said, he stepped up when many people would not want to step up to take this fight. In the fight capital of the world, fighting for Tuff-N-Uff, the best amateur and professional, amateur in the country. Definitely the best amateur promotion in the country, but also doing professional fights too. Why not come out here? Why not come out here?
He said, listen, I know a lot of people in the area won't know me. Just tell them to watch me. I come from the slums of America. I'm hungry and I'm ready for war.
Ooh,
I love that.
Okay.
You can't sleep on these guys. You gotta give respect to people who fight the people that no one wants to fight. Much props to him getting in here tonight. He looks good, looks ready to go.
Confident with his too.
Salhahuddin, Everett.
Well, if you wondered earlier, why is Dana White in the building? Why is Hunter Campbell in the building? Well, they come to Tuff-N-Uff quite often, if we're being honest, but they show up specifically tonight for this man, Salhahuddin Everett. You can call him Sal if you like. Works for the UFC. In fact, he is a runner for Dana White, so he works close with the UFC brass, and they said, we will show up and support you in your effort for this championship opportunity here in the featured preliminary bout of Tuff-N-Uff 140.
And wow, John, if you talk about atmosphere, and we're in the undercard main event. I mean, we got, I don't know if you can see John, but he's dancing right now behind the
The crowd loves it.
Brought the crowd out, the music has brought out the atmosphere. We got an undefeated fighter, and we got another undefeated fighter going at it.
I mean, listen, anytime Suave Mente's playing, you're going to be dancing regardless.
You can't stop it.
Everybody is excited for this fight as well. As you said, people on their feet everywhere. UFC execs in the building.
Yeah.
This is a big, big moment.
I gotta say, Sal is a big welterweight too. He is not a small welterweight. I had to double check the weight.
Yeah. 5'8". We talked about Jose Migoya stepping up. He's gonna have to step up once he gets in there, because that man is gonna be towering over him there.
Literally stepping up. And you know what, though? Tall could work for you or could work against you, depending on whether or not Jose is a guy who likes to take guys down. You know what I mean? So that's going to be very interesting to see how that works out. But Sal got his music flowing. He's feeling good about himself. Got the crowd here. I'm not even trying to do it. My shoulders are moving right now.
Brian's doing it right here. You can't see him. He's got some moves too.
Take a look at the tail of the tape here in our featured bout, brought to you by the Peppermint Hippo. As we said, undefeated records. You see the big height differential between these two. Featherweight belt, welterweight belt, I should say, is on the line. Let's take it up to Justin Arm for the official introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds, all for the Tuff-N-Uff Amateur Welterweight Championship of the World. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. He's a mixed martial artist holding an amateur record, 2 wins, 0 losses. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 167.8 pounds. Fighting out of Pompano Beach, Florida, Jose Migoya. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He's a mixed martial artist holding an undefeated amateur record of 3 wins, 0 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 169.2 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Salhahuddin Everett. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Jimmy Garino.
Welterweight title is on the line. Sal Everett is big for a welterweight. He'd be massive for a featherweight. As I spoke earlier. He is big. Crowd is on their feet. UFC brass is watching with interest.
Here we go.
Two undefeated athletes. Look at this big opportunity. Look at that jab, and you can already see stiff jab there. Beautiful. And Jose Migoya was blinking immediately.
I mean, Sal's got that size. That is a pretty jab. He followed it up with a nice right hand.
Sal letting his hands fly, using his range good.
Migoya trying to swing back, making a fight. He said he was ready for a war. He had to take some damage from the very first.
Something special, John. You can hear the right hand as well as see the right hand. And you can see Jose's right hand in front of us. We got blood dripping all over the place.
Right in front of us, man. Beautiful.
Jose Migoya was stumbling to get back to his stool there. Set him down with that big right, and then the coffin nail on the ground as well. Pinpoint accuracy from this young man, and he can fight.
You got to see this again, John. I mean, he stepped in with a jab. You talked about it off the top. Little left hook to kind of move him over. And the right hand, he comes right down the pipe, straight as an arrow. That right hand was a good night shot. Coming right up. He steps into that thing. He put everything into that right hand, and it was good night to Jose.
You know it's a good performance. You can just basically play the whole fight. I mean, that right hand dropped him. And there was the next one.
That was it.
And something you got to like about Sal, he didn't get too hyped out about winning that fight. He was nice and calm, collect about that thing. And that right hand was an ender.
The demeanor was everything. He was calm, composed. He was just picking his shots, choosing when to go. Beautiful performance.
Amazing. Well, let's take it up to Justin Bernard and crown ourselves a champ.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 30 seconds into round number 1, referee Jimmy Garino calls a stop to the fight for the winner by knockout, Salhahuddin Everett.
What's that feeling like?
And new Tuff-N-Uff welterweight champion. How great does it feel?
Amazing. Amazing. First and foremost, thank you, God. Thank you for everything. I couldn't do this without the man above. Thank you to my team, Freestyle MMA. Shout out to all my sponsors. Thank you, my pops, my boy. Thank you, guys. I can't thank you guys enough because I did so much to prepare for this fight. It made it look easy.
And it was difficult getting you an opponent as well, so big shout out to Jose Migoya for taking the fight 2-0. You look good in there. What's next for Sal?
You already know I'm here for a good time, so I ain't saying no names, but you know who you are. Come see me. The strap's on my shoulder, so now you really got to come see me if you want it.
Well, you got the entire UFC family out here. We got Dana and everybody in the audience came to watch you fight. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner tonight, Salhahuddin Everett.
My goodness. The man's got some swagger, but it is well-deserved. Confident on the mic, and that striking just absolutely spectacular. Wow.
Like I was telling Brian, he did a good job of just picking his shots, staying calm. When that finish was there, let it fly. Beautiful performance.
You take a look at that, celebrating with that belt over his shoulder. I imagine the professional ranks are not too far off for Sal Everett, but right now, will anybody be willing to challenge him for that strap?
Man, you're going to have to get somebody from outside the country, all the way from Florida.
And make sure they don't have access to the internet.
Man, and he did it in front of the boss. See, I mean, that's a lot of pressure. Going into that fight to have that kind of pressure with the UFC brass here, the man you work for
right there watching, you know, you see him too.
And to do that in the first round.
Beautiful.
And to win a title, that was a fantastic ending.
Very much indeed a great way to wrap up the action here at Tuff-N-Uff on our preliminary card. Of course, our main bouts still to come on UFC Fight Pass.